Welcome, everyone. Lynx fans, Liberty fans, and everybody getting ready for the playoffs. You've reached Grandma Mo. Appreciate it if you can hit that subscribe button for me. So, boy, did this feel like a playoff game. Watching these two teams go at it. Oh, and just the back and forth between Courtney Williams and Natasha Cloud. Wow, that was quite a battle. I mean, the bigs down low they're always fighting like that, but just the close contact, and Cloud wasn't letting Courtney Williams get away with nothing. She was harassing her and just did not make it easy for Courtney. So the Liberty finally get a win against the Lynx, so they didn't get swept. The Lynx, out of the 4 games they played, the Lynx won 3, but the Liberty got this one. I thought they might have gotten the last one too. And I mean, it was really close, so, which most of the time they are. But this definitely was like playoff preview. And the Liberty get the win 85-75. So looking at the quarterly scoring, New York took the lead 24-20, then 24-17 in the second. So it was good for them to get that lead because you knew Minnesota was going to make a run, in the second half, which they did. And they had some pretty incredible shots that got put up. I mean, New York had the one at the end of the game that was the dagger from Ionescu, but Hiedeman threw up some right at the end of the 24-second clock shots that were just I was so shocked they went in, but they did. So the Lynx outscored the Liberty 23-18 in the third, and then New York, they held on 19-15 in the fourth. That gave them that win. So breaking everything down, the points in the paint, 38-28. Minnesota had more. Second chance points, New York had a few more. It wasn't that big of a deal. But the Minnesota only led by 1 point at like once or twice in the game. But New York had built a 15-point lead. Turnovers, New York had 15, which is high. Minnesota had 11. Points off turnovers, they didn't really capitalize on that. But basically what it boils down to is that New York shot better, especially from 3. Minnesota only shot 27% from 3, and New York shot 40%. They made 6 threes, New York made 13. So that was the biggest difference in the game. They had Minnesota shot 40% overall, and New York shot 43%. Foul line was just a few buckets, so that wasn't a big deal. So you look at Minnesota first. I mean, Courtney Williams and Hiedeman were definitely making it hard for New York to pull this one out. You had 4 players in double figures. The biggest thing was that Alana Smith and Kayla McBride didn't score much. And I think that was usually you have those two in at least double figures, sometimes low double figures, but Kayla McBride only scored 6 points. She was 1 for 6 from 3 and 2 for 9 overall. So that hurt Minnesota. I mean, without Fee, they need her, and they need Alana Smith to pick up the slack. And in this game, they just didn't. So you had Courtney Williams was the leading scorer. She had 17 points, but she didn't really shoot particularly well. But that was due to the defense by Cloud. Cloud was all over her, and she did not get. I mean, she was really having to struggle to get any kind of open shot. So she was 7 for 19 overall. She was 1 for 3 from 3 and 2 for 2 at the line. She had 5 rebounds, 2 assists. She had 3 turnovers, 2 steals. I mean, it was a decent game from Courtney Williams, but she'll usually make more of those pull-up jumpers that she took. She missed more than she usually does. But, she still scored 17 points. She was out there hustling all over the place. And then Hiedeman, she was right behind Courtney Williams in the point department. She had 16. The other half of the stud butts, she shot much better. She was 6 for 10 overall and 2 for 4 from 3. She made definitely, like I was saying earlier, she made some key shots for them when at crucial times when the 24-second clock was going down, and she threw up and I don't even know how she got the shot over. I think it was like Jonquel Jones or somebody, or Emma Miesemann, someone really tall was, she had to shoot over, and somehow got it over him and scored. So the other players rounding out the double point scorers were Dejanay Carrington and Kundalikova. She was playing. They both played pretty well. Carrington was 33%. She was 3 for 9, 1 for 3 overall, 4 for 4 from the line. And she was playing some really good defense on Ionescu, and sometimes she was on Cloud. But Kundalikova, 5 for 9. She was just involved in just about everything. As a matter of fact, she might have been the one that Hiedeman. No, that can't be. Kundalikova was involved in some of the Ionescu shots and stuff. Anyway, she scored 11 points. She had 5 rebounds. And then rounding out the Minnesota team, you had McBride with 6, Jessica Shepard. She had 6 points and 10 rebounds. Smith had 5 points and 9 rebounds. And then Smith had 2 blocks. Bridget Carlton had 3 points. She just has not been scoring for them. She was in there, last year in the playoffs. She was very crucial in, the points that they had scored to get them their wins. So on to New York. You had 5 players in double figures. They shot much better. Jonquel Jones was your leading scorer with 22 points. She had gotten them off to a good start. She hit some threes initially, which she was 3 for 5 from 3, and she was 7 for 10 overall, which is 70%. Very nice. She was 5 for 6 from the line, and she got a double-double. She had 10 rebounds. And then you had Ionescu. She also had a double-double with assists. She didn't shoot particularly well. She was 5 for 18 overall, 4 for 10 from 3. So she basically made 1 2-point shot, which that's not great for her. But you know what? She was very determined. There was a play, I forget what it was. She just took the ball away from somebody. But the determination on Sabrina's face is just, that's what the playoffs are made for. But she had 17 points. She had 11 assists, 4 rebounds. She ended up with a block. She was 3 for 4 from the line. But she made that key 3 deep logo 3 that sealed the game for them. That gave them because it was 2 or 3 points, and then they were going back and forth with the 2 or 3 points for a while. And then right near the end of the game, she hit that logo 3, which gave them a 5 or 6 point lead with I think it was a minute or less left in the game. But then you had 3, let's see. Actually, they had 5 players in double figures. So you had Natasha Cloud. She had 10 points, 2 steals, 2 turnovers, 2 assists, 5 rebounds. She was 4 for 9. She hit a couple threes right there at the top of the key. But her biggest thing was defense. She was just all over Courtney Williams. Just crazy defense on her. And then you had Emma Miesemann with 13 points. She had 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. She was 6 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 1. She even hit a 3. And then you had Phoebish, 10 points. She had 4 assists, 5 rebounds. She was 2 for 3 from 3 and 2 for 6 overall. And then you had Kennedy Burke. Kennedy Burke was flying down the court. She got there was 2 or 3 times where she got a rebound and dribbled like full speed all the way down the court to take it in. I don't think she made those shots. She might have made one of them, but just all out, like, I am taking this and going kind of thing. She shot 3 for 10 overall, 0 for 4 from 3, which, she's just coming back from injury, so she's still getting her, feet under her. But she had 8 points and 2 rebounds and 1 assist. Johannes had 1 3. She didn't take a lot of shots. And she had 2 rebounds and an assist. And then Stephanie Talbot hit a hoop. She made a beautiful cut to the basket and got a layup. So that's it for that. But this is just a preview of what these playoffs are going to look like. This is just going to be great, just like it was last year. And Fee and Stewie aren't back yet, so just 10 times that. So anyway, great game, wonderful to watch, just loving it. So anyway, everyone have a good day, and we'll see you next time.